Oh, it's live.
Yeah, they fixed time today. Okay. So let's get started, yeah?
This is yours?
No, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Lamed Ches. Yes, sir. Lamed Ches. Counted Lamed Vav. Counted 36. You've been off by a leg? Okay. Here we go. Huh? Daf, Lamed Ches, Amud Aleph. Bechoros, as we like deep. Okay, here we go. We are 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines from the top. We finished off saying, just to jog your memories, is there was a seeming stira between Beis Hillel and Beis Shammai, or actually the fact that they seem to be saying the same thing, and we have to answer up what's the difference between them. We were discussing a hole in the skeleton, if it's a tmei mace or not, and they both said 2 different things of what it means, and we brought a raya that it seems to mean the same thing. How big does the hole in the head have to be that it is no longer mitame mace? And the Gemara offered up a suggestion, and the Gemara said that a difference between Beis Hillel and Beis Shammai, according to Tachlifa, according to Chizda, was that according to Beis Shammai, it had to be the size of a makadeach plus a little bit extra space to go in and out. According to Beis Hillel, exactly the size of a makadeach. When Rav Chizda said his statement, he said maybe this is the difference. Rav Tachlifa came along and said, that's exactly right, and don't say maybe that's the difference, say that is the difference. The difference between Beis Hillel and Beis Shammai is whether there's a little extra space in that hole. That's what he said. And when Rav Tachlifa said it, we'll pick up from 3 lines from the top of Daf Lamed Ches Amud Aleph. Rav Tachlifa lo tema shema elevadai makdech vechisuma utzarch lahaklot and v'tzarich lahaklot alea kechizkia avi ikesh. And that's how we ended off. And you can rely on that just like the statement of Chizkia Avi Ikesh. Chizkia Avi Ikesh, and that's what we're going to spend this Amud discussing, made a statement that nobody argued on, and it was a statement clear as night, and it was very, very clear, and that's what the Gemara is going to clarify. And that's what Rav Tachlifa was saying to Rav Chizda. When you make your statement, you can rely on it as clear as day, just like the statement of Chizkia Avi Ikesh. Okay? And now we're getting into today's daf. What was this statement of Chizkia Avi Ikesh? Ditnan. Zu Eidos Heir Chizkia Avi Ikesh Lifnei Rabbi Gamliel B'Yavneh. Shama Mishim Rabbi Gamliel Zaken. He said in the name of Rabbi Gamliel Zaken. What was this statement? Kol she'ein lo toich b'kli cheres, ein lo achorayim lechalika. Any kli cheres, any kli of pottery.
That's how you brought this?
No, that would have been a good idea.
It's not pottery.
Any kli cheres that has no toch, that has no inside, yeah? So then, ein lo achorayim, meaning it's a flat piece of kli cheres, then ein lo achorayim lechalika, meaning there's no difference if tuma touches the inside of it, or what's going to be the inside of it, versus the back side of it. There's no difference, meaning, and the Gemara explains, nitma toichai, nitma gabai, nitma gabai, nitma toichai. Yeah, if tuma touches what's going to be the inside of it, then the back of it will also become tamei. And if tuma touches the back of it, the inside's also going to become tamei. There's no difference. Ask the Gemara a very basic question that we all know. What do you mean? Kli cheres b'toichai tala rachmana. The whole din of kli cheres becoming tamei or not tamei all depends on whether it has a kli kibul, whether it has a toich. Islei toich, if it has a toich, itmelei, then it becomes tamei. Leislei toich, loyit melei. If it doesn't have a toich, meaning if it's a flat piece of kli cheres, it doesn't become tamei. So that can't be the statement that Chizkia Avi Ike said. Can't be that that's the statement. So the Gemara qualifies. Amar of Yitzchak bar Avi, no. Hachi kamar. This is what Chizkia Avi Ikesh said. You came right on time. Okay? This is what Chizkiah Avi Ike said. Listen carefully, or you'll be lost for the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes. This is what Chizkiah Avi Ike said. Kol she'ein lo toich b'kli cheres, anything that doesn't have a toch, an inside b'kli cheres, meaning it's a flat piece of kli cheres, which means the din is what? It's the same for the inside and the outside. It's not mekabel tuma, right? Meaning there's no chiluk between the inside and the outside. Kol she'ein lo toich b'kli cheres, kenegdoi b'kli shetef, ein lo acharayim lechalika. Similarly then, by a kli shetef, Rashi explains, a kli shetef is a kli eitz. Similarly, by a piece of wood, if it's a flat piece of wood, there's no difference between whether it becomes tummy on the inside or whether it becomes tummy on the outside. And the Gemara explains, nitma toichai, nitma gavoy, nitma gavoy, nitma toichai. Okay? So just like by kli cheres, if it's flat, then there's no chiluk between inside and outside. It doesn't become tamei. Similarly, says Chizkiah Avi Ikesh, by a kli shetef, right? Rashi explains shetef is because you're shotefed in the mikvah, right? And that's a kli eitz. Similarly, by a kli shetef, there's no chiluk between inside and outside. If it becomes tummy inside, the outside becomes tamei. If it becomes tamei outside, the inside becomes tamei.
You can tell.
Okay, very clear. And you can be titled, correct.
Kli cheres you can't.
Ask the Gemara.
It's Poshet. It's called.
It is Klietz Pashat, which we'll learn later. The Gemara asked, what do you mean? Klietz Pashat doesn't. Zama Kabal Tuma. The Gemara is going to discuss. Okay? Ask the Gemara. Well, that's a very convoluted way of telling me this statement. That's a very tricky way of telling me this halacha. Lama leila mitle bekli cheres. Why are you making this statement dependent on the kli cheres? Just say nema. Kol she'ein lo toich bekli shetef ein lo acharayim lechalika. Yeah? Just make the statement. Anything that's a flat piece of kli shetef, then it has no acharayim lechalika, meaning Rashi says lechiluk. There's no chiluk. There's no difference between the inside and the outside. If it touches here, it's tamei, then the back is tamei. Touches the back, tamei, then the front is tamei. Just tell me kli shetef. Why are you throwing in over here kli cheres at all? Says the Gemara, hakamash malan. What he wanted to tell you to teach you is the following chiddush. Hakamash malan, the yesh lo toich. If this kli eitz has a toich, if suddenly it's a proper kli now, harehu kli cheres. Now this kli eitz takes on the din of a kli cheres, meaning ma kli cheres nitma betoichai nitma gaboy, and I'm going to be garious like the Agos Tziyunim over here because that's what Rashi does. Ma kli cheres nitma toichai nitma gaboy, just like a kli cheres. If the inside is tamei, then the outside becomes tamei. But nitma gaboy loy nitma toichai. But if the gav of a kli cheres becomes tamei, the inside does not become tamei because we know kli cheres only becomes tamei mitoichai. Av kli shetef. The reason I said it like this is because I want to connect it to kli shetef. Av kli shetef nitma toichai nitma gaboy nitma gaboy loy nitma toichai. Yeah, kli shetef that has a base kibul. If it's tamei on the inside, it'll tamei the outside. If it's tamei the outside, it's not metamei the inside.
So what does that got to do with the cheres?
Because that is like a kli cheres. That's exactly like a kli cheres, and not a kli mateches. Kli cheres nitma toichoi, nitma gaboy, the outside lo nitma toichoi. It's only if it goes inside. So too, a kli eitz. Nitma toichai, nitma gaboy, lo nitma toichai.
So kli eitz and then kli cheres has the same thing?
We'll have the same thing. That's what he's talking about.
If it's flat.
Kli shetef, nitma toichai, nitma gaboy, lo nitma toichai. Says the Gemara, hold on a second. That's not true.
It can't be totally flat.
Now it's not flat. Now it's talking about where it's a base kibul. Okay? Says the Gemara, wait a minute. Bish lama kli cheres, galile rachmana toichai. A kli cheres, the Torah told us it has to have a toich in order for it to be mekabel tuma. Ela kli shetef, migala le rachmana toichai. What was bothering Mendy and what should be bothering everybody? It's not true. A kli shetef, a kli eitz, is metama on the outside. Yeah, it's not like a kli cheres. Says the Gemara. No, you misunderstood. I'm not talking about a tuma d'oraisa. Even tuma midaraisa hachanami. You're right. Then we've got a problem. Hachabimayaskinan betumas mashkin derabanan. What we're talking about here is a tumas mashkin derabanan. Yeah, a tumas mashkin means a mashke becomes tameh. Now, a mashke is not metame a kli midaraisa. It's not, right? Came along Rabbanan and said a mashke is going to be metame a kli as well. Why? We'll see in 1 second. That's what we're going to see right now. And what we were talking about is a tumas mashkin derabanan. Okay, ditnan. Let's see. Kli nitma acharav. Okay, b'mashkin. A kli that becomes tameh on the outside of it. Acharav tmeim, the outside becomes tameh, but toichai, which is what we're focusing on, toichai, or ogno, ozno, v'yadav, all the other parts of it, the rim, the handle, the holders, all of that are tahirim. Nitma toichai, kuloi tameh, the midaraisa, ein oichel metame kli, vein mashkin metame kli, right? Midaraisa, a drink is not metame kli. But v'Rabbanan hu degazer mishum mashke zava zava. Hilkach shavinu Rabbanan ketuma dekli cheres. Therefore, Rabbanan came along and said like this: we have a mashke, and this mashke is metame derabanan. Why? Because we don't want you to do the following thing. There is a mashke that's metame midoraisa. What is that? A zav and a zava, right? If a zav spits, and by accident the spit hits your kli, then that's tameh deraisa. Chachamim were afraid that if we say all mashkim are not metameh, that we know. But if we leave it at that, 1 second, but if we leave it at that, and we say all mashkim are not metameh, then comes along a zav and he spits, and Noam is going to come and say, oh, it's just a mashkim, no big deal, it's not metameh. That's wrong. Mashkim are tameh deraisa. So came along Rabbanan and said, stop, we're going to make mashkin tumah derabanan, right? But I need to make a chiluk. I want you to know that these mashkim are metame derabanan, right? And they're not a proper tumah deraisa. Why? We'll see in a second. Yeah. Hilkach shavinu rabbanan ketuma dekli cheres v'lo shavi rabbanan ketuma deraisa. Denafshe, denafshe. Why? Meaning we make it like a tumah derabanan and we give it the din of a kli cheres. Meaning nitma toichai, nitma gabai. Nitma gabai, loy nitma toichai. Just like a kli cheres, right? Again, midaraisa, a kli shetef is metame toichai and gabai. Here we're talking about a tumah derabanan of mashkin. A tumah derabanan of mashkin, Chacham wanted to say, I want to get across to you that it's tameh, but I want you to know that it's not a tumah deraisa. We'll see why in a second. How am I going to do that? Say Chachamim, we know how we're going to do that. We're going to give the din of a kli shetef, a kli eitz, like a din of a kli cheres, which is weird. It shouldn't. It should have a regular din deraisa, but it does, right? Meaning usually it's metame from the outside. Here we're going to say no. When it touches the outside, it's not metame the inside. You're going to see that and say that's weird. Why is that? Oh, it must be. It's a tumah derabanan. Yeah, that's what Chachamim set up. Why did they do that? Avdu Rabbanan Hakera Keheichi Deloy Lisroif Alea Truma V'Kachim. Why? Because what's going to happen is like this. This Tumah Derabanan is going to hit your Kli, right? And you're going to say, oh, Chacham said it's Tameh, it's Tameh. And now Truma is going to come and touch that Kli. And what do we do with Truma that becomes Tameh? Burn it, right? But Chacham is going to say, wait, no, it's only a Tumah Derabanan. Burn my truma based on the tumah derabanan. You're not allowed to burn it. You can't do that. So we're stuck. So what are we going to do? So we're going to make this hecker. What's this hecker? By a kli shetef. If it touches the outside, it's not metame the inside. If it touches the inside, it's metame the outside, just like a kli cheres.
In other words, you're going to confuse people both ways.
So they have to figure it out.
They have to figure it out. Ask the Gemara, Ihachi, if that's the case, now what did we say? Let's follow, because it makes a lot of sense. We said by a kli shetef, that's flat, it has no toich. This is what he said, Chizkiah, he said, a kli shetef, there's no difference whether it touches the top or the outside, metame top, metame the outside. That's like a regular din. Why don't we make a hecker? If we're talking about a tumah derabanan, why don't we make a hecker over there as well? By a regular, ask the Gemara, Hachi, ein loy toich, nami le'avid, nami hekera. Says the Gemara, no. Since they made already one hecker when that kli shetef when that wooden kli has a toich and we made that chiluk, so Yediyah the ein lo toich derabanan. Yeah? So then we know when it doesn't have a toich, it's only a tumah derabanan, meaning one hecker for this type of tumah derabanan is enough. That hecker is by a kli shetef, meaning a wooden piece of kli that has a toich, that has a kli kibul, a cup, for example, made out of wood. Yeah? If it's metame on the outside, if tumah derabanan touches it on the outside, it is not metame on the inside. If a tame drink falls inside, it's metame on the outside as well, just like kli cheres. Yeah? If that kli eitz is flat, then that's what Chizkiah came and told us, then it's metame both ways, regardless of where it touches. That's it. That's Amud Aleph. Good? Good. Ask the Gemara. Hold on a second. You're telling me by a kli shetef midoraisa it's mekabel tuma if it doesn't have a kli kibul, if it's not a proper kli. What do you mean? Famous. We all know this drasha. Hadumia the sak binyan. It has to be like a sack. Masak mitaltel malavirekan. The pasuk says, right? Avkol mitaltel malavirekan. Yeah, it has to have a kli kibul. Says the Gemara, no. When did we say that it's mekabel tuma? This kli shetef, this piece of wood, behanach techasul midrasos, the ones that you could sit on or lay on, the one that's a bed or a chair, those are mekabel tuma. Ask the Gemara, hachi cheres nami, then cheres should also be mekabel tuma, even though it's flat, because a zav can come and lay on it. Says the Gemara, a midrash bekli cheres. No, a kli cheres, you never make a bed or a chair out of clay because it will break. Yeah. So since you never make a chair or a bed, or a table, something like that they could sit on or lay on out of clay, we don't have to make a gzeira to be metame. I have to say that it's tameh. Next sugya. Breathe deep, everyone. Wasn't as bad as it sounded.
We're back to at the start of the day.
We're back to where we were at the start of the daf.
We're back to the hole in the head.
We're back to the hole in the head.
Back to the hole in the
Correct.
head,
I need it like.
You need it like a hole in the head. We're back to the hole in the head. Okay, don't worry. A few lines. We hit the Mishnah. Fresh, new. We'll be out of here in no time.
So it's the size of a .8 bullet, basically.
Yeah, basically. That's exactly right. Rav Papa Amar like this. Rav Papa gave another answer. We gave one answer like this. Seemingly, on Lamed Zayin, let's go back a little bit. On Lamed Zayin and Beis Hill and Beis Shammai argued again, like we started today's daf. Beis Hill and Beis Shammai argued about a skeleton, right? If the skeleton has a hole, whether it is mitame in a house, whether it's mitame or not. And I'll read to you over here. Beis Shammai Oimrim, in order for it to no longer transmit tumah in the house, it has to have a hole kimlo makdeach, the hole of a drill bit, okay? It has to be enough that if you take off a little bit from a live person, it'll die. And the Gemara said, how much is that? The Gemara said it's the size of a selah, okay? The size of a coin, okay? On that, the Gemara asked, what do you mean? We have a Mishnah, I'm reading at the bottom of Lamed Zayin, or when you have a hole between two rooms, you have a hole between two rooms, if that hole was made by a person, then the shear of that hole is kimlo makdeach gadol shel lishka. Okay, it's the size of a big drill bit, which is the size of a sela nironis. So you see that a sela, this coin is the same size as a drill bit. In which case, Beis Hill and Beis Shammai said the same thing. So Rav Chizda gave one answer, and he said it means the size of the drill bit plus a little extra space. That was answer number one. Now we're up to Rav Papa. Rav Papa Amar, Makdeach Gadol Shaninu. No. That we said that it transmits Tumah, and that's the size of a Selah, meaning Beis Hillel, that's a Makdeach Gadol. That's talking about a big drill bit. They're different sized drill bits, right? Beis Shammai said a regular drill bit. Beis Hillel said a big drill bit. That's the difference. Says the Gemara, Michlal, the Makdeach Stam. When you say Stam a Makdeach, Stam a drill bit, Stam Zutre Nami Mikasela. That means that a regular Makdeach, a regular drill bit, is even smaller than a coin, because we said a Makdeach Gadol is the size of a coin. If that's the case, says the Gemara, Hamichal or Meir. That works very well according to Meir, which we'll see in a second what he says. Says the Brisa. Be'eze Mishnah, Be'eze Makdeach Amru. Yeah. What size Makdeach did we say that in the whole of the skeleton that no longer emits tuma. Bekatan shel roifim, divrei Reb Meir. A makdech very small, the size of a roifim. Chachamim amrin begadol shel lishka. It's a big one. So if it's the big size, so that's the same big size as a sela. Ular asked the Gemara, Ular Meir minicha. According to Meir, this is no better. Why? Because having them mikule beis Shammai muchumer beis Hillel. Because what comes out is as follows. Beis Hillel says you need the size of a sela, yeah? And Beis Shammai says you just need the size of a makdeach katan, right? A regular small little makdeach, which is smaller, meaning you need less for it to no longer emit tumah. So Beis Shammai is mekel, and Beis Hillel is machmir. We only have 6 places that we have mikule Beis Shammai and mechumer Beis Hillel. But otherwise, all the time, Beis Shammai should be machmir. Amar of Nachman, don't worry about it. You're getting everything mixed up over here. Amar of Nachman, Sela niroinis shaninu. Kemakdeach gadol. Sela stam zucho mimakdeach stam. Meaning there are 3 different types of shiurim. There's the makdeach gadol. That's very, very big. Yeah. Then you have a size of a sela. And you have a makdeach katan. Beis Hillel was referring to a sela which is smaller than the makdeach of the rofim. Beis Shammai was referring to the makdeach of the rofim, which is a little bit bigger, and the Mishnah was referring to the makdeach gadol, which is even a drill bit. Okay, suffice it to say, just to sum this up, yeah, Beis Shammai is machmir. What? Yeah, Beis Shammai is machmir. Beis Hillel is mekel. The shear for a hole in the skeleton is either the size of a makdeach of roifim, a drill bit the size of a roife, or a sela, which is a little bit smaller than that.
So it's very good, because if the roifer is a doctor and he's just drilled in somebody's head to relieve blood,
Right.
then if he kills the
If he
patient in the
dies,
process,
it's not tummy.
And according to Beis Hillel, he's not Tomah, and according to Beis Shammai, he's just made himself Tomah doing this work.
Yeah. Okay.
Our scroll says that the procedure that they did was called trephination.
Who?
Trephination,
Yeah, of course, everybody does that.
which is to alleviate sensory neurological ailments.
Oh, that's trephination, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if that word is connected with the word trefa.
Right to remember that word.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, now it gets a little bit easier.
Good quiz question, isn't it?
We can breathe over here, sigh of relief, and we go something like this. Okay, now we're talking about mumim. Let's go back. Let's Yeah, let's start again. Here we go. We're talking about mumim of bechoros that you can now shech the bechor on, right? That's what we're talking about, and we're trying to decipher and qualify what's considered a mum by this bechor that now you can shech the bechor on it. Okay. So, haris shel ayin. Okay, the ris is going to be the eyelid, right? The eyelid, not the lashes, not the eyebrow, eyelid. Okay, haris shel ayin. Shenikav. Okay, it had a hole in it. Shenifgam. Shenisdak. Torn. Okay, a cut. Deep cut in it. Okay, all those are mumim. Hare be'eno dak. If it has a dak, we'll see soon what that means, but that's some sort of filament over the eye. If you see a filament over the eye, well, we'll get into it. You see a filament over the eye, that's also a mum.
Glaucoma.
Huh?
Glaucoma.
Glaucoma, that's right.
Glaucoma.
Tavlul.
That's on film? Yeah.
Cataract is a film.
Oh, cataract.
Oh, cataract.
Cataracts.
Very good.
Cataract.
Tavlul. The Gemara will discuss in the Mishnah, will say what it is. Chilazon nachash. Okay, all these are mumim. Ezu tavlul. What's tavlul? Tavlul is lavan haposek besira v'nichnas b'shachar. Meaning?
You missed out on Einim.
Yeah, right. So,
Einim means a Greek.
a grape. Ezu tavlul lavan haposek besira. Okay, that means the white part of the eye, which the Gemara considers as like fatty. Okay, it's like the fat of the eye that peels into, cuts through the iris, I suppose, yeah, and goes into the pupil. Okay, it's a machlokes Rishonim how far it has to exactly, if it has to hit the pupil or just cut through the iris, right, the black piece around the color, yeah, where they have to cut through, but it's the white part that cuts into the eye, that's a mum. If you have a white line cutting into the eye of this animal, that's a mum on the Bechor. But the opposite, shachor nichnas b'loiven, if you have some of the black pupil that's coming out into the white of the eye, that's not a mum. And Rashi is gairis over here, she'ein mumin b'loiven. There's no such thing as a mum in the white of the eye. Because the white of the eye, we'll see in a second, is not considered part of the eye. It's just like a filler. It's not really part of the eye. The main part of the eye is the pupil and the area around it. The white is really nothing. That's what the Mishnah says. Okay, says the Gemara. My haris, what's ris? Amar papa, tura bara de'enei. Like I said, it's the eyelid. Okay? Dak tavlul. What's dak tavlul? Tanu rabbanan. Dak mishuka harezim mum. Tzaf eno mum. It's like this. If you have this filament, okay? If you have this over the eye, if it makes the pupil of the eye look deeper, that is a mum. If it makes the pupil of the eye pop out, seemingly look like it's coming out, like it's on the outside, like it's sitting on the eye, that's not a mum. Okay, that's what it means. Tanu rabbanan. Again, dak mishuka, if it's mishuka, harezim mum. Tzaf, if it seems like it's floating, eno mum. We learned exactly the opposite, that if it's floating, it's a mum, and if it's mishuka, if it looks like it's deeper inside, it is a mum, it's not a mum. Says the Gemara, loy kasha. Ha b'shachar, ha b'lavan. The Gemara understands right now to mean, that's on the black, that's on the white. Meaning on the black, if it makes it look deep, it's a mum. On the white, if it makes it look deep, it's not a mum. On the white part, if it makes it pop out, it's a mum. If it makes it look deep, it's not. Says the Gemara, what do you mean? We just learned in the Mishnah. V'ha ein mumin b'loiven. We learned in the Mishnah that there's no mum on the white part. That can't be the chiluk. By the white, there's no such thing as a mum. Ella habidoik lavan, habidoik shachar. Now, what it depends on is the cataract. What color is the cataract? If the cataract is black or the cataract is white, yeah, why? The Amar Rabba Bar Chana Sachli Rabbi Yeshua de Minusha Dak Shachor. If the cataract is black, okay, if you have this black filament over the eye, then Mishuka Harezim Mom. If it makes the whole eye deeper, makes the pupil look deeper in, yeah, then it's a mom. Tzaf Eino Mom. Dak Loiven, but if the cataract is a white filament, then Mishuka Eino Mom. Then if it makes it look deep, it's not a mom. Tzaf, if it makes it look like it's floating, Harezim Mom. V'simnach Barka. Don't know exactly what that simon is.
Okay, so he's bright.
Bright.
White.
White, bright, makes it pop out, that's a mum. Makes it look deep, is not a mum. Okay, that's
sunrise.
Next. Chilazon nachash ve'etzef. Ibailu. When we said chilazon nachash, is that two different mumim or is that one mum? Says Ibailu. Chilazon hu nachash. Dilma chilazon oy nachash. Tashma. Learned in the Bible. Sachli Rabbi Yochanan ben Elazar. This is fascinating. Rabbi Yochanan ben Elazar told me the following Maisa. Zaken echad haya b'shchunaseinu. We had an old man in our shchuna. Reb Shimon ben Yosi Lakunya Shmai. Yeah, and he was the Gadol Hador.
I like the way you refer to him. This is old man.
Zaken echad. He was the Gadol Hador. Umiyamai lo avarti lefanav. I never walked in front of him. You know, Rashi says because you never walked in front of the Gedolim. You don't walk in front of the Gedolim. Pamachas, one time, I walked in front of him. Happened to me once. Amar Li, so he caught me. And he says, Shev, me, Shev. Come here, sit down for a second. So he sat me down, and he said the following thing. Chilazon zeh, this little, you see this chilazon in the eye? He said, you see the chilazon in the eye of my Bechor? Yeah, that's a mum kavoa lishchot alav. That is a mum kavua that I would be able to shech my Bechor on. V'zeu nachash amru chachamim. And this big tzaddik, this gadol said, and that is the nachash that the Mishnah is referring to. So what do you see? Chilazon is nachash, it's the same thing.
You could matter to yourself.
Says the Gemara. V'afal pi shamru ein adam roya mumin la'atzmai. Mamash unbelievable, you must have seen the next line. Yeah. V'afal pi shamru ein adam roya mumin la'atzmo. Aval meire halacha letalmidim v'talmidim loy. You're right, I can't be married for myself, but I can call my talmidim. I can tell them this is a mom, and I'll be matter my mom. Right? So that doesn't sit very well by you. I knew I was waiting for that time. So that doesn't sit very well by you. The Gemara says, hold on a second.
That's why he stopped at Yochanan to
be matir in the mum.
Yeah, come, stop a minute. I need you.
I need you for a second. Exactly. But the Gemara doesn't sit well with the Gemara either. Hold on. V'hamar Rav Abba Amar Rav Huna Kol Talmid Chacham Shemere Halacha A Talmid Chacham that's Mere Halacha. So it depends. Im Koydem Maisa, if he paskins Halacha before the Maisa happened, Koydem Maisa Amra, then Shemim Loi. V'im Lav ain't Shemim Loi. Right? So what's bothering Chaim and the Gemara is the same thing. What do you mean? You can't say, oh, here's my Bechor. Oh, by the way, this mum, that type of mum is mutter. You can't do that. It has to be that you were married halacha, that this is a type of mum that's mutter, and then if the Maisa comes to you and it happens to be yours, no problem. Then you could be matir, which makes sense, right? And over here, it seems to be that he called him and said, oh, by the way, this is a halacha. Could you be married for me now? Doesn't make sense. Says Yomaro, Ihunami mareu ba'avimekara. No, we're catching you up in the middle of the story. Really, in the base medrash a week ago, he said that is the halacha. A week later, he called his Talmud. He said, by the way, look what happened to me. I'm reminding you what we said.
Just by chance, I have the same room.
Yeah, he does it there. Okay. Says the Gemara. Ezu tavlul. What's a tavlul? The Gemara says, Lavan hapoisekas ha-sira. That's what the Mishnah said. Masnis and mani Rabbi Yosi. This Mishnah is Rabbi Yosi, the Tanya. Lavan v'nichnas b'shachar, shachar v'nichnas b'lavan harei mum divrei Reb Meir. According to Reb Meir, both ways it's a mum. Lavan into the black, black into the white, it's a mum. Rabbi Yosi Aimer, Lavan v'nichnas b'shachar harei mum. Shachar v'nichnas b'lavan ein a mum. Why? Shein mum ein b'lavan. Amarav, my time at Rabbi Yosi. How? Why? Dichsiv yatsa mechalav ein emai. Yeah. Says by the Rishaim that they were Yaitse, Miroiv Shuman that they had. They were Yaitse. Look at Rashi. Yatsa Rasha Letarbus Ra'a Miroiv Shuman Shebe'enai. The Shuman Ayin Belovenu. Yeah, the Shuman of the eye, the fat of the eye is in the white. So Yatsa Michelev Einemai. Yeah, meaning Tarba de Einei Ikri. Einemai Stama Lo Ikri. You see that the white of the eye is called Chalav Einemai. Tarba de Einei. It's not called the actual ayin. The only thing that's called the actual eye is the pupil. Everything else is just a filler. Vermeer
This is against being obese.
is against being obese.
Saying being obese leads to bad things.
Oh, I thought it meant having a lot.
Maybe it's talking about somebody.
If a person's fat, it means he's overeating. And it means that he becomes proud. All his middles get offended.
Yeah, it's
Maybe it's talking about the honest person who uses his eyes in the wrong way, that he's fresh with his eyes like he looks at him.
It's Motzei Shabbos. See this drasha.
Yeah, being obese leads to a lot of bad things.
Vermeer said that both ways it is a mum. Why? Vermeer my taima malashon tavlul davar hamebalbel asaynayim. If you notice, your eye is very, very structured. It's very, very clear. It's very organized. Right? You have the pupil, then you have the iris, right, and you have the whole area around. Over here, anything that's going to mix up the clarity of the eye is called a mum. Very good. Says the Mishnah. Next mum that we're discussing. Chavar var. Yeah, thank you so much. Chavar var. Chavar var are little white dots in the eye. If this animal has little white dots in the eye. Or vehamayim hakvuim. Or if you have water, or vehamayim, sorry, or if you have water coming out of the eye. I know somebody like this.
Watery eyes.
Watery eyes, just constant, all the time. A little bit older person, constant, just literally like affects their sight. They can't see. Yeah, they just can't see because constant watery eyes. Eyes are always taking something to dry up the eyes, trying to dry up the eyes.
Every morning.
Huh?
Wash some nagel every morning.
What, is that a school?
It says in Shabbos.
Oh, yeah. For dry your eyes?
Wash in the morning.
Okay. Chavar var vehamayim hakvuim. If this is a mum that's kavua, meaning these white dots in the eyes, so that the eyes are constantly running all the time, if it's kavua, those are mumim. Ezu chavar var hakavua. What's considered kavua? Kol shesha shmeinim yoyim. 80 days. It continues like that. You have to check him 3 times, equidistant, every 26 and a half days, okay, to make sure, 26 and a third days, you're right, 26 and a third days, yeah, to make sure that the mum is still there.
Very accurate clock.
Because if you checked him on the first day and the last day, it could be that in the meantime that mum went away and then it came back, so you don't know. So you have to check every third, okay, 3 times. The elu hen.
So you have to check him 4 times.
The elu hen. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but some actually learn every 40 days. The first check-in counts as the first.
As the first one.
And then you've got 14 later.
Okay. I didn't see that. The elu hen amayim akvuin.
Remember.
Achal lach v'yavesh shel geshamim. If you fed this animal, and the Gemara is going to discuss what this means, but if you fed this animal, wheat, hay, lach, a little moist and dry together, that come from a field of gshamim, from a rain field, meaning a field that you don't have to water, or lach v'yavesh shel shlachin, or a field that you water, that it needs irrigation, which this is the truth for these machalas. Okay, this is the truth of these machalas. Oy achal hayavesh ve'achar kach halach. Or if he ate first the dry and then the moist, einoy mum, you don't know if it's a mum, ad sheyochal halach ve'achar kach hayavesh. The only way to really check if there's a proper mum or if you could heal it is that it first has to eat the moist and then the dry. The Gemara is going to discuss this. Masnisin mani Rabbi Yehudi. Who is the Tana of our Mishnah? Rabbi Yehuda. The Tanya. Chavarvar kavua arba'im yoim. V'mayim akvuim shmoinim yoim. Divrei Meir. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, no. Chavarvar shmoinim yoim, like we said. Ve'elu hen mayim akvuim. Achal lach ve'yavesh. If you ate it together, shel beis hashlachin. Oy sha'achal yavesh. Ve'achar kach achal halach. Or if you ate the dry and then you ate the lach. Okay, you have to eat the dry after you eat the moist. Right now the Gemara understands this to mean, and you have to feed this animal this little concoction for 3 months. That's what the Gemara understands now. Says the Gemara, what do you mean? Hold on. In our Mishnah, it's both. It doesn't matter what type of field. Beis hakshamim or beis hashlachim. Right? Both types of fields you can use to first give him the moist and then the dry. This price has said only one. It's both of them. So how can you say our Mishnah Rabbi Yehuda, this brisa that we just quoted only quotes shel gshamim? Only one type of field. Says the Gemara, no, this is what the Gemara meant, and this is what the Mishnah said. And even the geshamim type of field, even a field that just relies on rainwater, nami, achal yavesh, v'achar kach achalach, okay, so point is, in order to check if there's a mum or not, you need to take first a moist piece of grogeres, whatever the size of a grogeres type of stalk, and then a dry piece. Feed it to this animal. Right now we understand to mean for 3 months, and see if that mum goes away.
Rashi learns it's not just a test, but this is actually a cure.
Yeah, there's a refuah. Correct. There's a refuah. So if he doesn't get well, then that means that it's a mum kavod. The yeshna shloisha chodashim. For 3 months you have to do this. Eini v'atanya v'arav Idi v'arav v'namar Rav Yitzchak bar Ashan Adar v'Nisan lach. Right? The months of Adar and Nisan, which are months after the winter, that's when the grains are moist, but that's 2 months that you feed it. And then Elul v'Tishrei, Yavesh. And then Elul v'Tishrei, it's another 2 months. Yeah, that's the 2 months after the summer, that's the dry months. So that's 4 months. Says the Gemara, Ema Adar v'Chatzi Nisan lach, Elul v'Chatzi Tishrei Yavesh. Means a month and a half and a month and a half, so it's 3 months. Ibailu. Now, ask the Gemara, what does it mean when you have to feed it? Does it mean lach bizman lach v'yavesh bizman yavesh? Do you have to wait these full 6 months? First feed it at the end of the winter, now in Nisan, and then wait 6 months and feed it in Elul, now the dry stalks? Or dilma lach v'yavesh bizman halach? Or does it mean no, you just save the dry stalks till the end of the winter and then feed it all at once. Tashma Damar Vidi Barav and Amar Vitzchak Barashana. Adar Venisan Lach El V'Tishrei Yavesh. No, so you see, you have to feed it during their time. Says the Gemara, no. Dilma Peire Del V'Tishrei Machin Lebad Venisan. You don't have variety, we don't know. Ask the Gemara, V'Kama Machin also. How much do you feed it? Amar V'Yochanan Mishumar Pinchas Ben Aruva Kegroi Geres. Decided by Geres. Amar Rava. You guys are going to like these questions. Ready? A couple of questions. These are pretty interesting. Amar Rava. Bai B'Mar Rava. Kegro Geres. When you feed this animal a grogeres, okay, you have to feed it a grogeres. Does it have to be the first thing that he tastes? The Suda Rishayna? To see if it heals him? Or do you have to feed him every single meal? He has to take this pill, this little concoction. And and if you want to say that it's dafka the first meal, you have to feed him. Does he take it on an empty stomach? Or does he have to take it after he ate a full meal, only on a full stomach? Like you get instruction, right? Says the Gemara, if you take it on an empty stomach, for sure it's going to heal him. Kisama, because that's like any refuah, any potion that he takes. Question is, after he ate, is this little concoction still able to prove that it's a mum kavua or not? Can he still get better on this concoction? That's the question. Another question. What about before he drank? You go to the doctor asks you if you're fasting, right? What do you answer?
No.
No. Yeah, but I just drank. Is that called? Is that still considered a fast? That's the Gemara's question. What about after? Here's another interesting one. Kashur or mutter. When you feed him, what if he's tied down? Or if he's free? Makes a difference how he ingests the food as well. Right? Makes a difference how he takes it. Mutter vade maililei. If he's free and roaming and you feed him, better chance he's going to get better. But if he's tied down, maybe not. So that's not a proof. And one last one. Mai levadoi or im chaveroi. What if he eats with a friend? Im chavero vade maililei. Levadoi mai. Be'iru besada. What if you fed him in the city or you fed him out in the field? Besada vade maililei. Be'ir mai. By Ravashi, and im tinsaloymar basade, that you have to feed him dafka in the field to prove whether there's a mum or not. What about gina hasmucha le'ir mai? What if it's not the field, but it's not the house, it's adjacent to the house? Take off.
Teaching you how to make organic food.
Teaching you how you have to offer doctor when he gives you instructions on what to do.
Exactly.
It says shtia. Does it mean any type of shtia?
Finish this.